For our presentation, we will talk about four things. The first one is introduction, the second one is methodology, the third one is findings, and the last one is conclusion.
The UiFuture System is a platform introduced by University Technology Mara (UiTM) to UiTM residents such as lecturers and students. In general, the UiFuture is used for delivering content online to any person who wants to take a course with no limit on attendance. However, each existing platform will certainly have its own advantages and disadvantages. After hearing various student comments, both positive and negative, on the UiFuture system, we decide to create a survey about satisfaction level with it. Thus, with this survey, it will provide answer to UiTM student satisfaction when using the system. With the survey conducted, we get data based on their answer to the question given. So there are four objectives for our survey. First is to determine the satisfaction level of your future system among UiTM students. The second one is to determine the purpose of student use of your future system, to investigate how helpful your future system in student study, and to investigate how often students use the your future system.
In this slide, I will tell you about description of data. First, population. Our population for the study is all students in University Technology Mara, UiTM, Melaka Campus Jasin. Second is sample. The sample of our study is 65 students in UiTM Campus Jasin. Third is sampling technique. The sampling technique that we use in this study is convenience sampling. Last is the data method collection. The data collection technique we use is the questionnaire method by using Google Form. Data collection method. The data collection method is divided into two sections, which is Section A and Section B. For Section A, the name of the questionnaire is demographic, which includes gender, age, education level, and faculty. Types of variable for gender, education level, and faculty is qualitative, and types of variable for age is quantitative. Qualitative data are measures of types and may be represented by a name, symbol, or a number code. Quantitative data are measures of value or counts and are expressed as number. The measurement scale for Q1 is nominal, Q2 is ratio, Q3 is ordinal, and Q4 is nominal. Nominal scale is the data without numeric values. Ordinal scale is data arranged in sequence according to its position on the scale. For example, the level of education from diploma to degree. For Section B, the name of the questionnaire is the title of our study, which is Satisfaction Towards the UiFuture System among UiTM Jasin students, which includes the questions required for our study. The types of variable for question 5 is quantitative, while for question 6 and question 7 are categorized in qualitative. The measurement scale for question 5 is ratio and question 6 is nominal, while for question 7, the measurement scale is interval. When you are asked to rate your satisfaction with a piece of software on a 6-point scale from very dissatisfied to very satisfied, you are using an interval scale. It is an interval scale because it is assumed to have equidistant points between each of the scale elements. This means that we can interpret differences in the distance along the scale. We contrast this to an ordinal scale where we can only talk about differences in order, not differences in the degree of order. For question 8 and question 9, the types of variables are qualitative and the measurement scale are nominal, while for question 10, the types of variables is quantitative and the measurement scale is interval. Method of analysis. For method of analysis, there are four objectives. The first objective is to determine the satisfaction level of UiFuture system among UiTM Jasin students. The type of chart that we use for this objective is horizontal bar chart. For objective 2, to determine the purpose of students' use of UiFuture system, we use a clustered column chart. For objective 3, to investigate how helpful UiFuture system in student studies, we use vertical bar chart. And for objective 4, to investigate how often students use UiFuture system, we use vertical bar chart as well. For gender of students, we use vertical bar chart. From the bar chart, we can conclude that the most respondents to fill this survey are female students, which is 49 people, while male students are 16 people. In the vertical bar chart, dark green present for female, while light green present for male. For student age, we use histogram chart. From the histogram, we can conclude that 59 number of students are 19 until 21 years old, 5 number of students are 22 until 24 years old, and 1 student aged 25 years old and above of 25 years old take part in this survey. Among the reasons, 19 until 21 years old is the most to fill this survey is because we only focus on distributing Google Form for diploma students, but we also have an initiative to distribute Google Form to degree students, but not too many students fill them out. In this histogram, blue present for below 18, light green present for 19 until 21 years, and purple present for 22 until 24 years. For education level of student, we use pie chart. From the pie chart, we can conclude that the students who fill out the survey are mostly diploma students, that is 51 people, as much as 68%. While for the level of education that is degree is 14 people, which is 22%. This is because we are diploma students. We know a lot of people with diploma backgrounds, but we only know a few degree students because they have participated in program organized by UiTM. In the pie chart, yellow color present for degree, meanwhile orange color present for diploma.
From the pie chart, we can conclude that the students who filled out the survey are mostly from Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. There are 51 students, as much as 78% from FPA. From Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Science, only 14 students, which is 22%, that take part in the survey. The number of students from FPA that take part in the survey is exceed the number of students from FCMS is because students that have to take part in creating survey for subject statistics is mostly from Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. That is why many students from FPA want to take part to fill out the survey and helping each other so that every student that takes subject statistics can get a good grade. Okay, from the vertical bar chart above, we can conclude that the number of students that always and sometimes use the UiFuture system is equal, which is 31 students, and students that rarely using the UiFuture system is only 3%. The number of students that always and sometimes using the system is exceed than the number of students that rarely using the system is because usually students in UiTM take their attendance through the UiFuture system. Sometimes, students using the UiFuture system for upload their assessment. Students that rarely using the UiFuture system maybe because they always have to go to face-to-face class, so they don't have to use the UiFuture system. They can take their attendance by give a signature on attendance list paper.
The vertical bar chart showing device used to access the UiFuture system among UiTM Jasin students. So from the bar chart, 44 students, or the most of the students, access the UiFuture system are using laptop. The total of students use mobile phone are 18 and 2 students use PC or desktop. The use of tab or iPad device is the lowest to access UiFuture system, which is only 1 student. The horizontal bar chart shows the satisfied with the UiFuture system provided by UiTM for learning season. So as we can see from the horizontal bar chart above, there were 21 students who were moderately satisfied with the use of the UiFuture system. It was followed by 19 students who were satisfied and 14 pupils who were moderately dissatisfied with this UiFuture system. The total students who dissatisfied with the UiFuture system was 6 students, and 3 students were very satisfied with UiFuture UiTM. There are 2 students who were very dissatisfied with the UiFuture system. From the slide, the clustered column show activity do UiTM Jasin students often use when using the UiTM UiFuture system. From the clustered column chart, most of respondents have selected more than one answer. Total students use the UiFuture system for online assessment is 45 students, followed by 42 students who use it for online class. A total of 37 students use UiFuture UiTM to download the note provided by the lecturer, and 29 students use it to submit assignment and tutorial. About 26 students use the UiFuture system to mark attendance only, while 25 students use it to mark the attendance, and followed by a total of 8 students using UiFuture for preparing assignment and tutorial.
Findings number 9. How do you feel while using UiFuture system? The respondent data obtained in the survey was a total of 65 respondents, but the number recorded in the data was more than the total of 97 respondents. This is because a student can choose more than one option. Based on the horizontal bar chart, most students are satisfied while using UiFuture, which is a total of 33 students. 20 students were frustrated, 15 students enjoyed using UiTM UiFuture, and 10 students were happy. Besides that, a total of 9 students felt anxious while using UiFuture, and 7 people felt disappointed. Feeling neutral, nothing, and all of the above were each chosen by one student only. Finding number 10. How helpful UiFuture system in student studies. The bar chart shows the level of how helpful UiFuture system is in the studies of UiTM Jasin students in a scale of 1 to 5, which start from unhelpful to very helpful. From the bar chart, it can be concluded that a total of 29 students have chosen scale 4, and a total of 23 students have chosen scale 3. Subsequently, 9 students have chosen scale 5, and there are a small number of students choose scale 2, which is 4 students.
In conclusion of the study, we get information about demographic profiles of our respondent, know how often students use the UiFuture system, and the satisfaction of them with the UiFuture system that have been provided by UiTM for online learning sessions. From the result of our survey, 32% of students from UiTM Jasin moderately satisfied with the UiFuture system. The percentage for the number of students that only satisfied with the UiFuture system is 29%, and the percentage for the number of students that moderately dissatisfied with the system is only 22%. The 32% is represent 21 students, the 29% is represent 19 students, and the 22% is represent 14 students in UiTM Campus Jasin. Through this survey, we can conclude that mostly students use the UiFuture system for tick the attendance, go to the online class, upload their online assessments, and download the notes that already provided by the lecturer. There are also some students that only use the system for prepare and submit their assignments and tutorials. As we already know, UiFuture system is not stable 100%. Sometimes the system is down and all students, including UiTM staff, cannot use it. This problem always leads to students late to take their attendance and late to submit their assignments. Other than that, the system need very high-speed internet. If the internet is low, the system will be lacking. All of this problem that makes UiTM students feel dissatisfied with the UFuture system. Not only students hate it, some of lecturers also feel the same thing. To cope with this problem, every UiTM student must have a very high-speed internet before using the UFuture system. If the student cannot have high-speed internet, the student is recommended to stay in college because college always provide free Wi-Fi for every UiTM students. Other than that, to cope with the problem, students should prepare earlier before the online class starts, and they should finish their assignment earlier. When the student can finish their assignment earlier, they will not have to confront problems such as lag while submitting the assignment on your future system. They also will not face with the late of the attendance if they can log in earlier into their UFuture account.